should have known you couldn't just stand by. Always the White Knight. That's why I didn't tell you about my identity. The collective is nothing but shades of gray and blurred lines. No doubt you think saving Sloane was the right thing to do. It wasn't. She'll bring war to Helios. I only hope I can recover my assets in time to stop her, and that you won't try to stop me. Reyes. Update. Pathfinder, don't expect these regularly, just wanted you to know I'm keeping up my end of the bargain. Your outpost is safe from the collective and the rest of the crazies in the Badlands. Slow. Well, there's that.
Anything I can help with?
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
What can I do for you?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Yeah, we'll take care of that.
Hey, what's shaking?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Bam. Alright, so I'm gonna guess that no one really has anyone to say. So we're gonna go ahead and go right on back to the Nexus.
Now orbiting Angara.
The Architect Husk.
Tracking a remnant architect.
Indeed. Decommissioned. Origin. This remnant architect's programming directives have been interrupted. It is in orbital standby mode and remains tethered to its home planet Kadara. Architect's armor suggests multiple self-repairs due to sulfuric acid exposure. Signal patterns indicate it is somehow monitoring Kadara's groundwater. Nice.
Now orbiting Angara.
Whew. Systems. We're gonna go back to Nexus. Alrighty. Here we go. The gas giant holds the Nexus.
Ryder, this is Kandros. Sam warned us about Knight's attack. Unfortunately, one device triggered already. We lost a chunk of hydroponics.
Sorry, Kandros. I had to help someone out. Where's Knight?
We're tracking her down, but those devices are still live. I need you to take care of them, quietly. We can't afford panic.
History is made after the initiative establishes Prodromos. Its first...
Tara, rival gangs face off. Showdown on Kandara. Rivals vie for power on the exiled port. After a bitter fight with their collective rivals, the outcasts have now claimed control of Kandara. The collective leader, known as the Charlton, has now been identified as Reyes Vidal, a notorious smuggler. Vidal is on the run as Kandara security titans under outcast leader Sloan Kelly. Outport discovered. Nexus exiles find a home as former security are implicated in the mutiny. An investigation revealed Nexus security heads Sloan Kelly played a role in the uprising that killed dozens. Initiative authorities tracked exiles, including Kelly, to Kadara, a desert planet in the Gavorkum system. Angaran delegation on Nexus. An Angaran delegation arrives on the Nexus. Initiative brass are now working to broker an alliance with the species native to Andromeda. While tensions persist, the Angaran ambassador was reportedly impressed with the Nexus and its resources. Kadara Vault activated. Sulfur that rendered water toxic on Kadara is now potable after the human pathfinder found and activated a vault on the planet's surface. Not a lot of people were ordering water. Corrales song bartender Umi Henin said, but it's nice to be able to add some ice. Oblivion on the rise. Unfortunately, yeah, I screwed the pooch on that. Totally screwed the pooch. Oblivion use on Kadara continues to rise. The highly addictive drug discovered by Initiative Dr. Ryo Nakamoto was synthesized from a strain of bacteria similar to penicillin. In high doses, it causes lethargy and hallucinations. Oblivion is now the most popular drug in the pirate port. Its sale and distribution has been linked to outcast leadership. Oh boy. A string of homicides on Kadara have been linked to Rokar activity in the volatile pirate planet. Victims were all colonists from the Milky Way or Angara who were sympathetic to them. Rokar was responsible were killed in a raid by Initiative authorities. Clement vindicated. A kidnapped man wrongly assumed to be an exile has been found dead on Kadara. Senjiv Clement was taken against his will following the Nexus uprising. He came to Andromeda to start a new life and be a positive force in the galaxy, said his friend Sellers Venn. He wasn't in exile, he was committed to finding a new home, and I hope he'll be remembered that way. Puzzling over Angaran reincarnation. Milky Way scientists are scrambling to explain a phenomenon among Angara on Varl that somehow allows them to recall memories of their dead ancestors. The Angara believe in reincarnation along family lines. A widely accepted theory among scientists is that memories are somehow passed down generations, not unlike genetic traits on Earth species. Mining outpost. An initiative outpost has been established on Kadara. Putin will focus on mining pirate planet's significant sulfur deposits to use as fertilizer on initiative worlds. The establishment of the outpost was made possible after a fragile peace was negotiated between the human pathfinder and exile leadership at the port.
The new human Pathfinder was quick to clarify official reports that the outpost
My team and I surveyed EOS thoroughly, and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Let's go shut off this device.
Son of a bitch, you played me.
Knight?
Yes, me. I let you near my son. You're not stopping this.
Oh, I am.
What a mess. It could be worse.
Is everything all right?
You're the Pathfinder. Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
That's ridiculous. Maybe he thought he was being honest. He was being an ass.
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
I guess you'd ask about the Angara. It's a good reason to say hi.
That's not... This is about history, not you and...
Me and...
I need to finish this. So, the Angara, your thoughts on the alliance?
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water. Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
No, I'm kind of torn. Cassie's Fire Dragonfly is still out of commission.
Aya is a sovereign planet of the Angara. We have no right to settle there.
Strong stuff. Here's hoping we don't need to. Okay, that's... Look, camera off. I need to say something. I feel like you want to get closer to me than an interview.
I think I might. What about you?
I want... this isn't right. It's not ethical to date an interview subject. But once the documentary's done, we could get to know each other better.
Indeed.
I could be spoken for by then.
I wouldn't interfere with your life. What happens with me stays with me. But if you want to share your heart, I'd like that. Once the documentary's finished.
why not?
Then I'll be patient. It'll be something to look forward to.
Thank you. Just a couple more interviews and let's see what happens. Colonist registration is up since last episode, as is morale. Tan sent this for you. Inspiring, huh?
Indeed.
We could send him a gift. What do Angara drink?
Please report any suspicious activity to the nearest security representative.
What else we got? Anything else here per se? What is this? This is clearly something.
Pathfinder Rider, a word, please.
You think I wouldn't keep an eye on my shipments?
I stopped an unauthorized shipment to Kadara. Important stuff. Rations, tools, power cells, you name it. Corresponds with inventory discrepancies. Someone's stealing and storing supplies around Nexus and Hyperion for delivery to the exiles. If you could keep an eye out for suspicious or out-of-place packages, I'd appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do.
Great. Stolen supplies haven't been processed for release, so Sam should be able to detect them.
Nice.
Until called by the next available agent.
Locked.
In order to expedite your entry, you must already have obtained medical clearance.
Being
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Yet all this, your initiative, is proof there's a better way. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Havoa set Jav Jaravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
Indeed.
Thank you for asking. I appreciate it.
gravitate
On
towards
behalf of the
Gen...
Nexus,
Hello
I
again.
welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look
Thanks.
around.
Of course.
We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
Sorry. Here.
Interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Politicians get nervous when you hold anything more explosive than a rotten egg.
You've seen this too. The military life echoes everywhere. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andromeda, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Heskal?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learn to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was one of the first N7s. He was proud of that, even though he didn't stay in service. Didn't stop him teaching me and my sister a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself, and teach me.
Why not?
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
Welcome back.
Don't hesitate to speak with one of our friendly peace ambassadors. They're happy to answer any questions you may have and eager to learn more about your own culture.
Alright.
Residents are still mourning the loss of
He's
Garcia.
Turian.
The initiative founder was killed.
This guy.
Is it true? Was there an attempt on that traitor Sloan Kelly's life?
It's true.
Oh, that makes me happy. The thought of her out there with her target on her back. Someday she'll get hers.
Huh.
I don't like your attitude.
I'm not alone. That woman is despised. She deserves death.
Hi, I'm Jan Barton, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus. We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through the
I am.
processing
Ready to finish up?
in the Nexus Commons area.
Yep.
The consumption or sale of any plant specimens is strictly
Well,
prohibited
unfortunately,
by
you didn't have a smaller one
regulations.
this time, so you're probably gonna have a few more.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official
How's it
tribute is
going?
planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
Okay.
Without Gene, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
Attention all personnel. The Angaran diplomatic team has arrived on the Nexus.
They're just trying to boost our morale.
Alright, so we are finding those EMP devices. Night
The Cultural
Planet
Center requests special
and
dietary
Nexus.
instructions for Angaran visitors.
Probably deactivate it.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone.
Ryder, please. The Nexus doesn't need those computers. But we won't be safe from another overlord until they're gone.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. I sacrificed everything to stop it.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
One is up here. There you are, sneaky.
Ryder, we cornered Knight, but she's carrying the last of those devices. I have a sniper ready, but she wants to speak to you. We could end this peacefully.
I'm down for that. What do you think?
Please report to the commons area.
Yes, Pathfinder?
Nope.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder.
Plenty. Why not? Voila. Innovation. That should be that. All science pods are accounted for, which is good. Ah,
Reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
Welcome back, Scott Ryder. As personnel transfer to EOS, be sure every colonist has their survival kit and appropriate medical data. Please select a topic.
yep, everything. Alright, so what's next?
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our...
First we need to
Pathfinder, maybe you can clear this up.
How can I help?
My friend Jory was on EOS the first go-round, barely survived. Now they want him to go back.
They're saying the conditions are improved, that it's safe now, is it?
I'd say so. What do you think?
You can believe the reports. EOS is becoming a livable and sustainable space. Going back to reclaim it will help heal your scars.
See, Jory? It's going to be okay.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll do that.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
It's impossible to get it. What's up?
I met another journalist, Keri.
Yeah, we're running Keri's series, Path of a Hero. Good stuff. I'm mostly on my own, so pretty much anyone who brings me news is welcome. Content is king, and her content is really touching a nerve.
Indubitably.
Talk to you later, Davis.
I'll be here.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
I talk to you, Ryder? Good that you're here, Ryder. I found something while monitoring comms for the Nexus. Multiple attacks by people called the Three Sabers. They're hitting outposts and supply vessels. The really weird part is they seem aware of our operations, like they're getting intel.
What are you saying? That someone's feeding them info?
Maybe. It would be really bad if that were true, right? I've reported it, and they say they'll investigate, but then forget. But you're the Pathfinder. If someone's betraying the Nexus, you have to do something about it.
I'd agree.
If they seem to know our operations, that could spell trouble. Best to get to the bottom of it.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Best Pathfinder ever. I don't know where they hide, but I got the nav points for their most recent raids. Maybe the Tempest scanners can figure out where they went.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Oh, there's two. Alright. Oh, that's a thing.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. The Pythia system has discovered.
Hold on.
What's going on? Why are you whispering?
I'm planning a surprise for Superintendent Kesh. She's always complaining that our stock of spirits is tame. I hear Kadara Port is famous for bizarre homebrews, supposedly pack a powerful punch. Hoping you can pick some up and keep it quiet.
I'll see if I can find some.
Excellent. Oh shit. Shh.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics.
I'm worried about this place if they can't find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. And be careful out there. I only have one of you.
Indeed.
The extra resources from the colonies are really...
Hey, Ryder.
Glad to hear it, Kesh. Kesh, Spender is at it again.
Did you tell him I was coming down to check on you?
He still won't leave me alone. He's pretending to inspect my work.
Right. Cycling airlogs 56B and 57B... now.
That worked. He's leaving. Thank you.
All right. Divert some power from the lower decks.
What about the report Spender wants?
Ignore them. He can't complain to number 8 about what he doesn't know. If he bothers you, let me know. I'll drop by for a chat. Good job on the outpost. Maybe Addison will lighten up.
What do you mean?
She's been pretty upset about not having an initiative outpost established yet. Understandable, if you ask me. I'm just glad she's got work to focus on now.
I could have talked to her for quite some time. But there's that.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is
Another
nominal.
thing out here.
Top scientist Pathfinder?
Hello, Pathfinder.
It's just not fair.
Ah,
Residents are still mourning the loss of
Sellers. The one who wanted us to clear his
Excuse me,
friends.
Pathfinder. I don't know where else to turn. My best friend's been missing since the revolts.
Tell me.
He was involved with a woman who was exiled. She obsessed over him, and I'm sure she kidnapped him. The powers that be don't buy it and don't care.
This one, didn't we?
They say most likely he went willingly.
That's weird.
Love can make us do strange things.
He didn't love her. She was just a fling. The initiative has branded him a traitor. I don't want that to be his legacy.
I want to clear his name. Sanjeev Clement.
Yeah, we did.
The woman was Delaney Roos. She must have taken him to Kadara.
Pathfinder, those names match a log we found. Clement tried to escape, and Roos killed him.
We've already heard tell of him. I'm sorry. Your friend didn't make it.
I knew it. Poor Sanjeev.
It's small consolation, but I relayed the record to Director Tan. Sanjeev's name will be cleared.
That matters. I'd already made peace with the idea that I'd never see him again. I'm so grateful.
There we go. Up is complete.
Hi, Ryder. Hi, Ryder.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Yeah.
The Angara have nothing to fear from the people of the Milky Way.
But do you have anything to offer?
Our wisdom, our knowledge. I see you've crossed paths with Sloane Kelly and the Exiles. A thorn in our side if ever there was one.
I don't think anyone came all the way to Andromeda to live like that. The Nexus was part of this too.
It's about the future, Ryder. What sort of civilization will we form in Helios? One driven to extremes of anarchy, or one dedicated to order and justice? I choose the latter. Sloane Kelly and her mutineers chose otherwise. Did you have some other business?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect. Species are at odds. Talks break down.
Oh, we're going. SRAM. Come on now.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Okay. In body, are you hearing my?
Within the hour.
Okay.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Alright. Night. The Tempest. The hell do I need to go to the Tempest?
Residents are still mourning the loss of Gene Garson. The initiative founder was
It was still nothing sad, but I would do anything to bring my family back together.
violent illness related to
What do you think?
authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS.
Sure glad I went to school for this. Thanks for nothing, education.
Nexus. There we go. Yeah, she's on the upper floor. At least in theory.
These power outages make no sense.
We're on the upper floor of the delegation. Tempest now firefighters. Long way. There we go. High speed stuff, huh?
Kandros reports the sniper is ready.
Understood, Sam.
Sam. Such a human name. No one ever listens. Your father built his human AI implant. Overlord went on despite my...
You're trying to bury something, and I think that's what this is really about.
I thought Overlord might help my son. They made him a candidate for their butchery. So I sabotaged it. I faked rogue code and ripped him out. Alain was hurt terribly, but he was alive and himself, not a... First Overlord, then Sam. Horrors, forced on children. It has to end, even if I must do the unforgivable.
Dad created Sam to help my mother survive a terminal illness.
Many terrible things come from good intentions. I should know.
Sam and I helped Alain together. He's going to be all right.
No, the code I made, no one could fix it.
Sam did. Stand down and you can ask Alain yourself.
Here, the last device.
Thank you.
No matter what sentence they give me, I hope Alain will forgive me someday. If Sam really is what you say, perhaps it can forgive me too.
What do you think of that?
Please be mindful of guests
Why is that?
at the Cultural Exchange Center. We ask that you extend your courtesy and cooperation to our new neighbors.
Very simple. Now to continue more stuff.